My name is Babak Salamatinia, and I'm an adjunct associate professor with School of Engineering, Monash University. So before I start, I don't know why it doesn't go to the next slide. Sorry for the technical problems in advance. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't move.
Maybe your internet.
No, my PowerPoint doesn't change slides. Okay, so let me introduce you to these guys. Actually, I believe those who are parents with small kids know them very well. So the guy in the middle, this is JJ, and this young lady is Yo-Yo. This is Tom Tom, and this little cute dog here is Bingo, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo is his name. Yeah. So this is Kian, my son, and he's now 2.5 years old. And I know most of the parents think that the kids are Einstein. Well, I'm not an instance either. But this time I'm going to compare him with myself. And before he turned 2, only by watching Cocomelon, he learned all the alphabet, all the numbers. We didn't really need to put any effort for that. I learned the alphabet when I was 5, and thanks to my mom's effort. So I think he's doing pretty good, and that is the power of edutainment. Okay, so education and entertainment combined together is giving the word edutainment, and it is intended to make learning enjoyable and fun. There are many ways that teaching experts are actually using to provide a better learning experience for the students. And I've also tried many different ways, like for example, problem-based learnings, let's say game tutorials, facilitating group discussions, and so on. And they have shown really good outcomes. But what is missing here? At universities, mainly, we do not teach life skills. We do not teach students about community engagement. Maybe some of you might argue that, yes, we have some courses focusing on that, but generally, the syllabus taught in universities are very much theoretical, especially in engineering, which is my expertise. That is why I highly believe that the clubs and societies in the universities play a significant role in developing other soft skills of students. That's why I always encourage my students to join these clubs and societies. So in light of this situation at Monash University, we decided to develop a program to enhance some skills in a fun and memorable environment. What I want to share with you today is the success of this program. Okay. So taking 4 primary learning outcomes, including research and design thinking, community social responsibility and cultural exchange, industry engagement, and other personal development, we created a program known as Engineering Tropical Exchange Challenge. Okay, so in short, we called it E-Tech. And it was conducted for the first time in July 2019. The pathway of this program, which was really successful, started a year earlier when I, as the Associate Head of School and Student Experience, was tasked to design and deliver this program. The first group of students attending this program were the exchange engineering students from Monash University, Australia. So 30 exchange students with a pretty fairly balanced gender distribution from different engineering disciplines were selected for this program. These students spent a semester or 2 as exchange students in the Malaysian campus of Monash. Since the program for the participants was mainly funded by the New Colombo Plan from the government of Australia, it did not cover Monash students enrolled in Malaysia. But I did want students from Malaysia to also be part of this program. So I needed assistance too. So what I did was hitting two birds with one stone. I actually involved some of the students as the organizing team. I had to select from the best. So students in Malaysia were invited to submit a letter of application stating why they think they're suitable for this position. The process was mimicking a job application. They even had to go through an interview with a panel of 3 members, and we were harsh on them. So finally, 5 brilliant students were selected out of the 19 shortlisted applications, and I called them Babak's Angels. So, you know, even though a program, the design of it is really important, but without a fantastic team, you will not have it all together. So let's put our virtual hands up for this incredible team. So we have Wendy here, Marianne, Nicholas, Sharmili, and Benita. And last but not least, the team was led by one of my fresh Monash engineering graduates, Durka. The team developed skills in different aspects, like they had to do procurements, negotiation, time management, scheduling, etc. And they also enjoyed the other learning outcomes from the challenge along with the Australian participants. So this picture shows the welcoming package the team created for them. They personalized it, they had their names on it, and they put a lot of thought in creating this package for them. And all the participants were required to participate in various tasks, in teams actually. So there were 5 teams, and each team had 6 members. So every day, challenges were given to them, workshops were conducted, and they collected points. At the end, the 2 teams with the best combined score were awarded special prizes during the summit dinner. I'm going to explain to you what happened in these 10 days, and you judge if the learning outcomes were met or not. So we initiated this program by conducting an emotional intelligence workshop to help the participants understand their role in a team based on their personality. This was important as many of these people didn't know each other. They just met. And we were the ones who set the teams up. We had some criteria for selecting the teams. We wanted them to have a gender balance among them, and also we want the different disciplines of engineering to be included in every team. On the same day, so as one of the learning outcomes, we started with some interactive workshops delivered by Associate Professor Dr. Amin Talei and Dr. Ali Rashidi from Monash University. And they were given some tasks to complete, and they started collecting their points. So it was very fun and interactive. At the end of that day, well, we needed some physical activity because they had used their brains so much. So what is better than bowling and a feast at the famous Nasi Kandar restaurant in Malaysia? On days 2 and 3, we went for camping at Outback Broga. Outback is a NARTA International accredited campsite and outdoor program. It is known as the place to bring groups for outdoor adventure and team building. So the team had to compete in a challenge to make a cup of hot Milo in a camping style, searching for clues throughout different activities. One of the main goals of this program was basically to teach the students the culture of Malaysia. Okay, so what they did, they went for a hike in a tropical weather. It was pretty hot, and at the end they had a tropical fruit party as well as a Pasar Malam night. Pasar Malam is actually a night market. which they actually have food. Those who have been in Malaysia must have tried it, and if you haven't been there, go there and try it. Okay, so the teams even had to pick up Malaysian names for their teams, pushing them to do some research on Malaysian culture. So they also were tasked to perform. So teams that they didn't even know each other, they had to come together, come up with a plan and perform. And believe me, they were so creative and so many lovely performances was given at such a short notice. On day 4, a creative thinking workshop was designed and organized by Miss Junil Lee, which is also, she's actually a Monash alumni as well. And this activity covered the importance of engaging end users to understand better the challenge, as well as how to work collaboratively in a project team. This was really a fun day. According to the feedback we received, this was one of the highest ranking activities. So the highlight of this program was building a house. This house was built in 2.5 days, but of course, there was lots of planning to be done ahead. And I should thank Epic Homes for that. Epic Homes is an NGO which helps to build houses for indigenous people. So on day 4, a pre-training workshop was conducted to get the students familiar with the tools, blueprint interpretations, and safety aspects. Lots of development going on as part of the learning outcomes, and they managed to build a stool. So it was pretty good. So after that, we went to an Orang Asli village in Batang Kali. For those who don't know what Orang Asli means, Orang Asli is actually the indigenous people of Malaysia. And we helped to build a house. It was a 3-bedroom house for a family of 6. As you can see here, the progress is shown every day. So day 0 up there, nothing. Day 3, about 3 p.m., we finished the whole house and handed over the keys. So it was really an amazing experience, and everyone really loved it, and it was very good. A lot of hard work, even under the showers of Malaysia. But we also had fun. So during the nights we stayed at this resort, the kids had fun swimming and using the slide back there. On day 9, we were hosted by BlueScope Malaysia, which is an Australian origin multinational company. This provided an insight to students on how a factory operates. They were then challenged with questions which carried points for their teams on the safety and operation of the factory. I would like to thank Ms. Emmeline Law for all the arrangements. As part of the cultural familiarity of the program, a Master Chef cooking challenge was organized. This was indeed a fantastic event. Well, you should have seen the faces on the judges when they tried the food, you know. They were amazed. I would like to acknowledge Chef on Wheels for doing such a fantastic job in running this event and keeping us all well fed throughout these 10 days. On day 10, a research marathon was conducted. The aim of this part of the program was for the students to be challenged, dealing with different disciplines of engineering. Chemical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical, mechatronics, and electrical engineering. So they saw some state-of-the-art tools, such as FESEM. They worked with different sensors and all those. And also they learned about some top-notch research which is going on in Monash University. They competed against time for the last day of the challenge to score. And finally, the last task, each team was supposed to make a 3-minute video of a 10-day experience to be projected in the summit. About 100 guests would cast their votes, and most voted video would complete the final score of the teams. During the summit, the students had the chance to mingle with professional people from Australian High Commission, industry, and university, and have fun at the same time. As you noticed, we tried to create an educating, fun environment to cover different aspects for these young ladies and gentlemen. In a nutshell, they learn about personal development, creative thinking, research, a new culture, and how to engage with the community for good. They'll learn how to build a prefabricated house and use tools which they might have never had the chance to use before. They tested their culinary arts, visited an operating factory, and even made a video. And believe me, they were genuinely creative. You can access these videos on YouTube or Monash University eTech page, and I will copy the link to the chat for those who are interested in watching them. There are 5 videos there, and every time I watch them, I have a smile on my face. Finally, I would like to acknowledge all those who have helped this program to achieve its learning outcomes. If you're interested in running a similar program in your organization or would like to participate in this fun learning event in Malaysia at Monash University, please give me a shout. Thank you very much.